reclamation has already begun. Whatever that means.
I'd love to know what it means, but it's in a book, so I'm never
sure. He dies in a book. In a comic book.
Oh, yeah, the Didact dies in a comic.
No, he doesn't die when he falls into the pit. You know what? Screw it. This video is why the Didact is the most generic villain of all time. What's up, guys?
Really?
7stop here, and today we're going to be talking about the Didact. No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
All right, let's do the actual Call of Duty thing.
Hey, guys, what's up? 7stop, your boy here. 7stop, what?
7stop, ya boy here.
7stop 1 and 7stop 2 here, and today we're going to be talking about...
I'm going to ask you some questions, yo. That's what he says in the awful dub. I'm sorry.
I should call you Samuel Stop. 7stop and Samuel Stop.
Okay, go.
Hey guys, what's up? 7stop here. Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the COD community, the COD cycle, the people who don't understand game design and don't know what good games are, stuff like that.
Yeah! We're going to be talking about like how the COD community doesn't really appreciate anything. Doesn't even know what good stuff is anymore. So basically, the origin of this story goes back to
around Black Ops 2.
Yeah, around Black Ops 2.
And Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, and Modern Warfare 3. That was when maps were getting more 3-laned and
more standard. Mm-hmm. Even though those games contain good maps, they're less unique than the older maps.
Yeah.
And around this time, also, a lot of people were like, oh, COD's the same game every year. We need the game to change. Recycled, yeah. I mean, let's be real. Not Black Ops 3. I mean, Modern Warfare 3 is heavily recycled. It does use many assets from Modern Warfare 2. But this was around that time when the COD community was complaining about that, and so the developers were like, we need to mix things up.
Ghosts!
Yeah, and so, the community they were like, maybe the community would be happy if we released something different. So they made Ghosts. They went back to those, messy maps, although definitely not as good as the maps in the older games. They were messier. Messier. Yeah, larger maps, those sort of things that people wanted back. They didn't want 3-lane. They didn't want it to be the same game. And to their credit, Ghosts was very different. But also not very good.
It was Ghosts.
It was Ghosts.
Then
the COD community was like, this is trash. I hate this. And so they super overcorrected. We got Advanced Warfare, super fast movement. The maps were still somewhat messy, not super 3-lane. But I mean, when you have this movement, maps don't matter as much, especially what they have in Advanced Warfare. And then they did it again with Black Ops 3, pretty fast game, really, really small and tight maps.
But yeah, this is the 3-lane, beginning of 3 lanes, and when people started to associate...
Not the beginning, but a very strict 3 lanes.
Yeah, this is when people started to associate Treyarch with 3-lane maps. Mm-hmm. And this is when people were like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for the Treyarch game because it actually has 3-lane maps, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Stupid stuff
to be honest, though, they didn't do a great job creating those larger maps. They're not amazing, but still, and then, of course, let's continue after this. We had Advanced Warfare.
Infinite Warfare.
Or, sorry, Invincible Warfare.
You were so tired.
Advanced Warfare.
Admit, you were so tired.
Infinite. Okay, after this, we had Infinite Warfare. And, everyone knows how that game turned out.
Black Ops 3 copy.
Yeah, pretty much Black Ops 3, maybe a little bit more refined. But a lot of people really hated that game. They didn't want more advanced movement. They didn't want more futuristic. They wanted something different. And so they got it. We got COD World War II. Yeah.
But the maps were all 3-lane. Yeah. There was literally no 3-lane map.
All 3-lane.
Sorry,
there is Gustav Cannon. That's the one big map in the game.
But it's still 3 lanes.
But this being the COD community... The one big map that was actually somewhat decent was the one that everyone hated. Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, this is trash. And so, the developers just sends them the wrong signal that they can't make these maps. Everything has to be 3-lane. But at the same time, people were complaining about the 3-lane maps still. And, of course, that game, we all know how that game turned out. It's not great.
It's not good. But then Black Ops 4.
Yeah, Black Ops 4. Another game filled with 3-lane, oppressively tight maps.
No exploring, no hopping on top of stuff.
And it's very similar to Black Ops 3 aesthetically, and they use many assets from Black Ops 3.
No campaign, Battle Royale.
Yeah, Battle Royale, that's what we want. But anyway, so the COD community was...
This is Battle Royale, the Black Ops.
Yeah.
This is doing Battle Royale, the Black Ops way.
the COD community complained some more. They love to complain. And, of course, so they wanted to do something different. And we got Modern Warfare. And, again, another failure. It's probably better than a lot of these other games.
But people still hate
the
maps.
But it's still
they
not... The maps
shipment.
are not there. I mean, even though they're probably better than the super tight, tiny 3-lane maps... they're still not great.
They went from they didn't have form. They just became formless.
Yeah.
They just had just stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
There's just buildings, tons of windows, doors, stuff like that, tons of different pathways.
We're not a fan.
No, we're not a fan. But yeah, the thing is, why we've taken you on this elongated intro and journey was because Call of Duty used to actually have good maps.
Yeah.
Go back and play. Yeah, I already mentioned in a different video.
Most maps in COD 4 are pretty good. Modern Warfare 2 has great maps. Black Ops 1 has great maps. Black Ops 2, while many of the maps are 3-lane and small, there's still a lot of variation. Like that big map with the plane.
I played on that map today, and being used to the old Call of Duty games, I didn't think you could go on the plane. But no, you can hop on top of the plane. Oh, yeah. You could jump from rocks and stuff.
There's tons of people who do sniping montages off the plane or the bridge on that map. Mm-hmm. And there's other maps that are large too. And there's a lot of variety, even though there's many 3-lane maps. Modern Warfare 3, and not going to talk about that much. The maps are fine, pretty much.
But they're still better.
Still better than what we get now. Mm-hmm. But they're not amazing.
But basically, yeah, the reason why we say this is because the modern Call of Duty community believes that 3 maps is the way to go.
That's so right now. That's the climate. It's that 3-lane maps are good.
Yeah,
we need 3-lane.
There are so many people who are like, the leaks say that it's 3-lane maps. Good news is, I'm really happy about that. Treyarch always 3-lane maps are great. Treyarch and Treyarch We Trust.
He says they're standard Treyarch 3-lane kind of maps, so that's good. It's easy. I can wrap my head around those. I won't be missing the giant vertical power positions.
Oh yeah,
Treyarch,
that's one of my least favorite things.
Maps.
In Treyarch We Trust, they can't make a good game. Or they can't make a
You're
bad
right, they can't make a good game.
Pretty much. They can't make a bad game. For some reason, people think they are gonna make they're infallible and they're gonna make great games every time. But from my perspective, Black Ops 4 is a terrible game. Mm-hmm. And Black Ops 3 was a fine game. Black Ops 2 was good and Black Ops 1 was good, but the recent Treyarch games aren't really there. I mean, yeah, Black Ops 3 is a fine game, probably one of the better games on modern consoles, and then Black Ops 4 is a terrible game.
Yeah, but
so I don't really know where that comes from.
So many people think that 3-lane maps are the way we go. Is that that's the way the future is? That's the way.
That's the way it should be, or whatever.
But no, they forget that the old Call of Duty maps used to be something amazing. They used to be something special. One thing that
and they were so much more unique.
Yes, that's what I was gonna get to.
When all you play is every 3-lane map in the newer CODs, they just feel the same.
There's a factory. There's a messy one. There's the super pristine one.
Whatever.
There's the town one. There's there's the battlefield one.
They don't feel very unique.
You can't hop on top of the cars and all the destroyed boats, but you can in the older games. But they don't feel unique. But in Modern Warfare 2, there's Quarry with all these Quarry and with all these quartz blocks and stuff you can hop around. The Actman pointed this out perfectly. He's in the map Quarry, basically what modern Call of Duty maps are is just makes the all those blocks in Quarry invisible walls, and that you make a 3-lane map. But the reason why that map was special was because you could hop around from the blocks, you can go into the towers, you could shoot people from below, you can use the blocks to get into the middle section, which could lead into the other way with the flanking routes and stuff. They were so unique. There was high rise, there was overgrown, and there was that wasteland. Even though that map isn't necessarily the best, it's still really unique and it's fun to play on.
Yeah, all the old COD games have, every map feels unique. You remember them. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't know the name, you remember them. All the maps in COD 4, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, for the most part, are pretty memorable and unique. Mm-hmm. And there's always something that
they're always the ones that are remastered.
About their layout,
yeah. They're always remastered, all the time.
But the newer maps, they just all kind of blend together for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Which is, because they're not unique and because they're so 3-lane. Every 3-lane map functions the same. Mm-hmm. But if you go back to the older Call of Duty games, they are...
and although you could argue that most of the maps in COD are 3-lane, we're talking about like mega super 3-lane. The 3 lanes are really obvious. You don't have much leeway to go outside those 3 lanes. Those kind of maps.
Yeah, like the one in Black Ops 4.
Like Corey could arguably have 3 lanes.
It does,
but there's so much more depth to it than just having 3 lanes where people shoot each other.
Yeah, just in Black Ops 4, there's this one map. I don't even remember the name. I can't. But it's just like this one like factory map. But there's literally just 3 lanes. There's the one side lane where the people camp in the little window. There's the middle lane where the room is, and then there's the other lane.
The only depth to the lanes is that duct. You can crawl in. That's the only depth.
Yeah, most of the time, modern maps, you go down those lanes, and then maybe there'll be 1 or 2, like, different places where you can hop to the other lane.
Or just 1 or 2 things to mix it up. Usually you can cross through the middle somehow. Yeah. That's pretty much become standard, but there's just nothing else.
Yeah, like the older Call of Duty games play way differently.
Every map plays differently. Now every map plays the same.
And just, the older Call of Duty games just
play
differently.
We haven't really played that much of Modern Warfare, so we can't say maybe Modern Warfare has great, unique maps that play differently. But from the ones I've played, they're not really.
I've played a lot of them, and like... Sorry, but that game has the worst spawning I've ever seen in a AAA game. I am serious. But, yeah, from what we've seen, it's not that good. And even then, people literally complain. All they want is shipment. That's it. Everyone wants
shipment,
all the time.
shoot the ship.
But yeah, we'll move on now to like the Call of Duty, like the community. We talked about how how the maps have changed. Now we're gonna talk about like the pull of the community and like the how the community doesn't really listen in some ways, and like how they only want stuff to progress for challenges and stuff. Like, the community, all they want...
Oh, yeah, this is what it's sort of morphed into recently.
Yeah, Nero, who made this great video, he's a Call of Duty YouTuber, he talked about how, like, people don't actually like shipment. They just want shipment because they could get the challenges done.
Yeah, there's a point, we talked about this in our challenges video, there's a point where it just becomes insane that the game is no longer about actually playing, actually having fun. It's about completing the battle pass, completing the challenges, getting Damascus camo. What happened to just playing the game and having fun? I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Like, why are people so obsessed with these arbitrary challenges? Don't they just want to have fun?
Yeah, and then in our video about like fun and games, we also mentioned how the battle pass thing, people have to grind out the battle pass. People always use the most overpowered guns. Like, in the older Call of Duty games, there was a freaking cult following of the F-2000. Nowadays, you won't ever get that anymore.
Even though noob tubes, and like, if we're talking about MW2, even though noob tubes, ACR, UMP, this stuff's obviously overpowered, or like at the top of its class. It's not like that was the only thing people used. You jump into MW2 and you see people using all kinds of guns. Even though most people know those guns are the best in the game, they use other guns because they just want to have fun and just play the game.
Yeah, go back and play.
Using the best gun is boring. That's what I think.
Yeah, like if you go back and if you have an Xbox One, download all the old Call of Duty games. They are a haven of awesomeness right now. Sure, MW2 and Black Ops 2 have a few hackers and there's like some weird stuff.
MW2, there's some weird infections or something that turn all your games into search and destroy.
Yeah, but if you are...
And you can get quite a few, not quite a few, but you can occasionally get hackers in Black Ops 1 as well.
But still, if you go back there and just play, if you find a match that just is like full 6v6 and nobody's using overpowered weapons, nobody hacking, it is amazing. It is one of the best Call of Duty experiences ever. It is amazing. I love it. It's so awesome.
And if you ever find a match that has good connection in Black Ops 1, if you find a match that has good connection in Black Ops 1,
you're hacking.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me know, because I've never found one.
Yeah, I've never found one with good connection.
But I still love that game.
All right, so next we have Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people always want it.
Everyone loves Battle Royale now. I think it's fine at best, honestly.
It's fine at best. Warzone's probably the best Battle Royale out there.
I'm happy if you can enjoy it, but we can't. It's not for us. I honestly don't think it's for the core COD community. Like most core COD players, I don't think they want Battle Royale. They want 6v6. They want a good zombies. 6v6 experience. They want zombies. They want campaign. And it's like the game is now about Battle Royale. Like, the developers mainly support Battle Royale. Their balancing is based on Battle Royale. And it's like, what happened to your core audience? And I know that the core audience isn't going to make you as much money as the free-to-play battle royale players or whatever. But they really don't seem to have any respect for their core audience, and they don't care about supporting 6v6.
With the latest, like, sure, we talked about how, like, the developers, like, massively overcorrected with the maps. They have lost transparency. They are so untransparent nowadays. Like, there are so many patches and stuff. Literally, the patches are so useless that the
exclusive base has to actually make real patches.
Yeah, he has to find what the patches actually are.
The patch notes, yeah.
Yeah, the patch. He has to figure out what the patch notes actually say and what's broken and what's not. In the game,
it's like we're back in MW2. In MW2, the descriptions and stuff weren't always accurate. They didn't always tell you what they did and whatever. And we're back to that. The descriptions aren't always accurate in the newest COD game. What happened? I mean, MW2 has an excuse. They were going through that massive employee crisis issue and like insane. Suing Activision, all this stuff. There's no excuse for Modern Warfare. No. This is a fully equipped studio with tons of money from Activision, a unified goal, I assume, and they can't correctly make patch notes. They can't write what the things actually do in the game.
Yeah, and they don't know what the community wants. Like, the community wants shipment, even though we already said we think shipment. It's still stupid that they all want shipment.
But that is what they want.
That is what they want. People want classic minimap. They won't give it to them.
Yeah, that's something people have been asking for day one. Even people who love the game, like the One Boom, think that the minimap should return to normal.
Yeah, everyone's like, hey, can we have the classic minimap? Nope, it's their vision. Sorry, it's not your game. It's the player's game.
Yeah, we're the ones buying your product.
You probably don't even play your game that often. I mean, sure, you might actually legitimately want to play it and stuff like that, but I doubt it. And if you're like, I'm sure you're like, not everyone there plays the game and stuff like that. But they just like, they're so untransparent. Like, they're like, oh, hey, here's another playlist update, and it's just like, nobody cares about what's in it because there's no shipment and stuff like that. And yeah, as you said, there are those patch notes. People want certain fixes for guns. They want these certain guns. They want this thing. They want that. But no, they won't add it for them. Yeah. They want an FOV slider. Sorry, we won't give it to you.
FOV slider on console. I'm still waiting, guys.
Yeah, if Battlefield can do it, I've been 64 players.
I've been waiting since 2016 for an FOV slider in COD.
Yeah. Like, yeah, as we said, if Battlefield can do it, and there's 64 players, I think Call of Duty
and Battlefield looks way better. Yeah, let's face it.
Yeah, Battlefield looks way better.
I know a lot of people are like, they love Modern Warfare. They think it looks amazing or whatever. It looks fine. I mean, I'm sure it looks awesome on PC, but on console, it just looks decent. It looks good enough.
And Battlefield still beats it out.
Battlefield definitely beats it on console. Battlefield on console beats COD on console.
But even then, Battlefield on PC probably still.
Oh yeah, Battlefield on PC. PC definitely beats COD on PC.
But still, like, they're so like untransparent, and they just don't really like listen, and they avoid skill-based. They avoid like so many questions about skill-based matchmaking. Like,
I do feel that there's probably some pressure from Activision about that.
Yeah, like
it's probably not their choice.
Yeah. What's his face? I know Michael Condrey. Basically, he split from. He's not doing Call of Duty. He was the like head of
head of Sledgehammer.
He was the head of Sledgehammer.
He said that stuff's controlled by Activision.
Basically they said some guy they were like, oh, skill based matchmaking, and then some guy said, yeah, take it up with Michael Condrey, and then he said, take it up with Activision. We don't have control over that. It's really frustrating. So sometimes they're pressured by Activision, but still they are not transparent anymore like they used to be.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, if you thought it was good, leave a like, leave a comment, whatever. Tell us your opinion, even though we don't care. And
subscribe.
Subscribe, whatever.
Even though you don't, we care, okay?
We care. We're just joking. Every time we're like, don't leave a comment, we hate you or whatever in our videos, we're actually joking.
We look at literally every comment.
Yeah, we do, because we don't get very many.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye!